Snow Valley. And one of the things that's highly recommended, and the more I think about it, I think it's going to be a necessity, is the rental or investigation into a storefront, so that a phone, a computer, whatnot be placed in there. That takes it out of somebody's home, and if the souvenirs can be stored there, various things, and plus it can be manned publicly by, most of them use students for their volunteer hours, advertise certain times during the day. And so as a different hat, I'm going to be asking council to consider a storefront for the IPM.
When would that start?
Spring of 2014, if we can get it organized.
Spring of 2014?
Because it's, you have to have the volunteers start in place as early as January of 2015.
Can we carry that over as a council into 15? Just a question.
Well,
Sorry? I'm just saying, can we as a council make that decision to run it into 2015?
Sure. We're budgeting ahead.
Okay. Oh, it's a good question.
yeah, it is a good question.
Thank you, Mayor Bridge. Tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock, the DWQMS group is meeting. We are going through our annual review of our drinking water qualities standards. And sorry about the late notice, but if anybody has any thoughts or issues, questions, possibly get them to Gord or Brian and myself, and we can talk about them tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good. And my last one is the Old Iron Bridge film is going to be shown 2 o'clock on Sunday, December the 8th at the Norgan Theatre. And if you had an opportunity when we had the 100th anniversary of the bridge, they did this film, but we had a rough cut, and now it's finished, and this film is called The Old Bridge.
It's good, by the way.
Yeah, there are numerous senior residents in Palmerston who have been recalled: Audrey Wilson, Bill Cherry, Bob Logan, Bill Tout, Keith Atkinson, Cy Ferguson are all just a few, and there'll be clips from earlier movies, and many pictures have been found in the archives. So it's a great little spot to come out and look at it, and hopefully get a good crowd. So I just want to let you know about that. Okay. That's all I have. Anybody else, anything?
Oh, I have one.
Oh, sorry, Jerry.
This past Friday, I was invited to attend a announcement by the Minister of Education. It was actually a health announcement at the Family Health Team office in Mount Forest. And there is a program being spearheaded by the Mount Forest Family Health Team, but will also include the Minto Mapleton Family Health Team to the new Health Link, which is telemedicine, I believe, is probably the best way to describe it, to coordinate care for seniors and patients with complex conditions. So that means that our seniors don't necessarily have to go to the city to see a specialist. They can go to the office and have their appointment via satellite. And it's going to be a big plus for those individuals that have transportation issues. And so it was kind of very little fanfare and certainly no money attached to it, but it's going to be a program that I think our citizens are going to be able to benefit from greatly. So hopefully it turns out it's there is a program similar to it in the city of Guelph, but this is one of the first in the rural community to be released. So it's kind of a case study, and hopefully it will be developed eventually for the province. But some good news for our municipality with respect to health care for seniors and people with chronic disease.
Excellent. Good. Thank you. Anybody else? We're good? My motion here. Moved by Councillor Faulkner, second by Councillor Elliott. The Committee of the Whole convenes in the Town of Minto Council. All in favor? Okay. Moved by Deputy Mayor Fisk, second by Councillor Caldwell. Whereas a stable, secure housing system that creates and maintains jobs and allows for a range of living options is essential to attracting new workers, meeting the needs of young families, and supporting seniors and our most vulnerable citizens. And whereas the high cost of housing is the most urgent financial issue facing Canadians, with one in four people paying more than they can afford for housing and mortgage debt held by Canadians now standing at just over 1.1 trillion. And whereas housing costs and the Bank of Canada notes household debt are under determining Canadians' personal financial security while putting our national economy at risk. And whereas those who cannot afford to purchase a home rely on a short supply of rental units, which is driving up rental costs and making it hard to house workers in regions experiencing strong economic activity. And whereas an inadequate supply of subsidized housing for those in need is pushing some of the most vulnerable Canadians on the street, where $1.7 billion annually in federal investments in social housing have begun to expire. And whereas coordinating action is required to prevent housing issues from being offloaded onto local governments, and allying the steps local governments are already taken with regard to federal, provincial, territorial programs and policies. And whereas the Federation of Canadian Municipalities, FCM, has launched a housing campaign, Fixing Canadian Housing Crunch, calling it on the federal government to increase housing options for Canadians and to work with all orders of government to develop a long-term plan for Canada's housing future. And whereas FCM has asked its members municipalities to pass a council resolution supporting the campaign. And whereas our community has continued housing needs, such as low-income seniors or young people with moderately paying manufacturing and labor positions that can only be met through the kind of long-term planning and investment made possible by federal leadership. Therefore, it is resolved that the Council of the Town of Minto endorses the FCM housing campaign and urges the Minister of Employment and Social Development to develop a long-term plan for housing that puts core investments on solid ground, increasing predictability, protects Canadians from the planned expiry of the $1.7 billion in social housing agreements, and ensures a healthy stock of affordable rental housing for Canadians. Be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be sent to the Minister noted to the Ontario Minister of Municipal Affairs as Honourable Gary Schellenberger, MP, to the Federation of Canadian Municipalities and to the Ontario Association. Questions? I think we talked a bit about this. It's important, I know, from the county level as well. We've got social housing that the federal government gets right out of it. I don't know who's going to take it on, so I think it's a good resolution. Any other comments? All in favor? Carried. See where that helps. If that helps or not, I don't know. Moved by Councillor Hamley, second by Councillor Elliott, the Council of the Town of Minto ratifies the motions made in the Committee of the Whole. All in favor? Carried. Moved by Councillor Caldwell, second by Councillor Faulkner, that bylaw number 2013-97 being the bylaw to authorize the Mayor and the Treasurer to execute a debenture bylaw be introduced, read first, second, and third time, and passed in open council and sealed with seal of the corporation. All in favor? Carried. Moved by Councillor Faulkner, seconded by Councillor Hamley, the bylaw number 2013-98 being the bylaw to authorize voting by mail at the 2014 municipal election, and to authorize the use of vote by mail services and vote counting by personnel be introduced and read first, second, third time, and passed in open council and sealed with seal of the corporation. All in favor?
Mayor.
Yep, sorry.
I believe you said 98?
No,
Should be-
no, 2013-98, the bylaw. 2014.
Here it says 99.
Oh,
That's not right.
Well, this is,
sorry.
They're backwards.
They're backwards.
oh, they're backwards, okay.
Okay,
Sorry.
all in favor? Opposed? Approved. Moved by Councillor Elliott, second by Councillor Faulkner, that bylaw number 2013-99 being the bylaw to confirm the proceedings of the December 3rd, 2013 committee and council meeting be introduced and read first, second, and third time, and passed in open council and sealed with seal of the corporation. All in favor?
Just a minute,
Yep.
that bylaw has the wrong date on it. It says December 17th. I will correct that.
No, it should be third.
It's supposed to come up on the 17th.
Okay. You want put, it says third in here.
Yeah, but I can make administrative.
Okay, you can maybe, okay, all in favor? Good. Moved by Councilor Henry, second by Councilor Turton, that the council of the town of Minto adjourn to meet again to call the mayor. Oh, yeah, sorry. All in favor? Just a quick, I've got a couple little thank yous here, actually. The Royal Canadian Legion Branch 296 thanks us, the town of Minto and staff, for all their assistance and sponsorship during the Remembrance Day campaign, and we will remember them, from Candace. Very nice. And another little one from the town of Minto. Thank you very much for supporting our ambassadors competition. I really liked participating this year. Thank you for your gift, the Minto bag from Ryan. He was quite the little guy.